And now for the hi-hat. The hi-hat stand looks like such. You want to protect this rod when you buy one of these, and don't bend it. It needs to be perfectly straight. And we always check our stands when I close down. When I load out from a gig, I check my stands to make sure I have all my little parts. It's always good to keep everything tensioned down so that you don't have any things go missing. So like with the snare stand, you pull down these legs, and pull up this pedal, and there's two little holes here on this mounting bracket. And this is a bad angle, but we'll figure it out. One goes there, one goes there. So that goes in there, so that now this is just going to sit like that. This pedal has a chain on it, which will pull that rod up and down, which will make the cymbal, one of the cymbals, go up and down. So I've got to do something with that hair. So now we set that on the ground, lower it down nice, tighten up the clamps. Now we're going to do the cymbal part. We just take our bottom cymbal, the dirty one in my case, set it on this rod, set it right on down in there. It just sits right on there, on the bottom. The top cymbal requires a little bit of, you got to put it together. This little device will come with your hi-hat. You'll have to take apart this bottom section, hold it onto your parts, and there's two little foam pads here. I'm going to undo this little thing too, hold on to it. We are going to take off one of these foam pads. Now we have just this. We have a foam pad and a bolt. That bolt will go through the top of the hi-hat, so that when it's done, it's sticking up like that. And on the bottom end of the hi-hat, we do a few things. We set the next fuzzy thing down there. That'll cushion the metal from any of the brass from these metal parts. Then we put on this little thingy. And that goes on next. Tighten that up. And then there's this little guy. This big fat thingy here. This will go on the bolt next. Got to get it nice and straight. If it starts to thread, if it doesn't thread perfectly, you got it on wrong. It should go on nice and smooth. See, that's not going on good. So you got to make sure it's lined up, threaded right. This time is more difficult than usual. Let's see. There we go. Get it on as deep as it'll go. Clamp those together. So now you pretty much have the top cymbal assembled. And now we're going to set it on top of this thing, right down the middle. This can be tricky, getting this rod to fit right through here, but once you finagle it through, it'll go. Like that. And it just sits right on top of the other cymbal. Now you step on the, and there's this little clamp which turns to tighten right here. So what you do is you step on the pedal. Oh, I have it facing wrong. Okay, step on the pedal slightly. And you notice when you do that, that bar comes down. Step on it slightly and then tighten this. And then when you release the pedal, the cymbal goes up. And when you step on the pedal, okay, I like mine extremely little bit of, just a little bit, so that it barely opens and closes. That's how I like my hi-hat.